you're the natural team. I'm seeing bones broke apart. You're cutting things off your body that were so close to my heart. Before you start getting tapers, asking my barber's interest, can we just slow it down and press reset?
Hey Perps, so I'm doing a collab video with MissDee504. After you finish checking out this video, make sure you go over to her channel to check out the video on her collab with myself and all of her other lock videos too. We have about the same lock anniversary. She's a beautiful girl, great personality, and beautiful hair. So go check it out right after you finish watching this.
So let's go ahead and just jump into the topic. Okay, you guys, New York. New York has influenced me and my natural hair and just me as a person in so many different ways. It's crazy.
Girl, Florida has done the same for me.
I feel like New York is just a big, as they say, a big melting pot. It has so many different cultures. It's so diverse. So having locks while living in New York is something that's almost like a norm, because you can get on a train and all within this one sitting of being on the train, you can see somebody with their hair shaved, you can see somebody with their hair dyed purple, you can see somebody with locks and they're maybe white, you can see somebody with locks and they may be black. It's so many different things that it's like, normally, if you lived maybe outside of New York, you wouldn't expect to see someone of that race or of that color to have that type of hairstyle. That's completely like out of your mind, not even a thought when it comes to being in New York, because everything that you would think to be normal is not in New York. So it makes you question, like, what is normal and what's not, what's supposed to be the right way and what's supposed to be the wrong way. But honestly, like I said, living in New York, locks are considered almost to be a norm. Maybe in other states or in other places, if I lived there, they would consider locks to be maybe a little bit more out of being so conservative, because I don't know, whatever they may think, it doesn't matter. But living in New York, locks are a-okay.
For the most part, people in Florida look at my locks as something beautiful. For the other people, they don't even really notice that I have locks, or they don't acknowledge it. Don't know if that's a good or bad thing, or it's just because almost everyone has it, but it's kind of like, it's beautiful or we don't see it.
I definitely believe that New York influenced me to get locks, because I swear to you, I can remember before I moved to New York for school, because most of my friends, they had locks. I admired their locks, but I knew that I would never get locks. I even stated before I came to New York, I would never lock my hair. Lo and behold, I have locks. I love my locks. I'm never combing them out. At least I don't plan on it. And I do believe that New York has influenced me to get locks, because it's like, once I got here, I started to see so many different people with locks. It's like one of those things where it's like, you like something, so you start to see it all the time, and it's like, you thinking about it all the time, and then you just end up doing it. That's how it was with me for locks. I knew I was ready to go on a spiritual journey, as well as do something different with my hair, and I just knew that locks was right for me, and New York helped me decide and make that right decision to get my locks.
I wouldn't say Florida influenced me getting my locks, but a lot of people are rocking it here. Everybody and their mom and their brother and their goldfish. So I guess in a way it made me feel better about accepting it and putting it in, and not feeling very insecure about it.
I feel like locks it's a spiritual journey, and I'm happy that I've taken a spiritual journey, because I've learned so much about myself. Just me in general being natural, I've learned so much about myself, and I've learned so much on how me interacting with others and how I can love myself and how I show myself to others. I feel like it's very important for everyone, not just women or females. I think it's important for everyone to get to the point where they're at like a blank foundation with themselves and they know how to build up rather than just like, I don't even really know how to explain to you guys. I just feel like I started at the bare minimum by being natural and started and doing that as such while I was in high school. So it's like you're already growing, you're finding yourself, and that was just like my epiphany years with me being natural. I was able to grow closer to God, and with me having locks, I feel like it just captured my spirituality even more because it's a change. You're seeing yourself blossom into a new person, and it's not just about your hair. It's more about what's going on inside of you. And as you show what's going on inside of you, you start to look just even more radiant and beautiful on the outside. And your hair just, it molds and does its own thing, being natural. So it's like, you can't beat having a spiritual journey in something that you also are enjoying on the outside. So thumbs up for locks and having a spiritual journey. Thumbs up, you guys.
The way that the culture surrounding me affects my locks is that a lot of people accept it here in Florida. So the culture, the lock culture, the African American culture is like a really good thing here. I mean, they embrace it for the most part. They don't really have that much to say. Maybe in the workplace, but overall, the culture here is pretty good when it comes to locks. You know, we just kind of all enjoy it.
My surroundings and being in New York, I feel like it's definitely helped me embrace having locks more. Because God forbid, if I never came to New York, I don't know if I would have locks right now. But I definitely do know that New York is diverse. It has a lot of culture. It has a lot of hip hop. It has a lot of love. It has a lot of just history that's behind it. And I feel like I am embracing that by having my locks. I'm embracing hip hop. I'm embracing love. I'm embracing my history. And I'm embracing myself at the same time because it's like my surroundings are a part of me. I'm a part of my surroundings. They both I contribute to it just as it contributes to me. And I feel like we are catering to each other. And just as strong as my hair is as strong as my love for hip hop, my love for just New York in general, just being surrounded by people that can embrace you for who you are. They don't question it. They see it and they acknowledge it. And it's like, that's something that's beautiful because you can't get that everywhere. So I definitely feel that New York has helped me embrace who I am.
Cool story, bro. Recently, a coworker actually mistook, is it mistook? They mistook my hair for being fake. They thought I had extensions in the whole time. I wasn't too sure how to feel about that. I talked about it in one of my vlogs, but I wasn't too sure how to feel about that. I don't know if that's actually a good thing or a bad thing. Regardless, I was kind of like really? Overall, the reactions that I got from all of my Floridian people when I got my hair locked was way to go. My mom wasn't too happy about it, but she eventually warmed up to it. But she was like, you actually might want to put those in your hair when you get older. That's like an older girl's hairstyle. No, it's not. It's young, versatile, and it's for every spring chicken. Whatever that means.
I feel like that sums up everything on how New York influences me, my lifestyle, my hair journey, my natural hair journey, and my life journey. It's influenced me in ways that I would not have even been able to describe or explain or even expect. And I feel like most people, they don't acknowledge how much their surroundings or how much their state has influenced simple things even as your hair.
Alright, so thanks for checking out Pretty in Purple again on YouTube. And make sure again to go and check out MissDee504 on her channel. Look at her collab video with me and make sure that you subscribe and you check out all of her other hair lock videos. And we're going to talk soon. Bye, Purr!